Welcome, heroes and villains, to Fjookenterprises Enterprises YouTube channel. Take a moment, relax, stop your bickering, and just enjoy the show. Welcome back to Fuke's Table, and today I am talking about community building with Kayle, who has been on this channel before.
Hello, good to hear.
When I first interviewed you for my
Ye-
streamer interviews, you had a lot fewer people
I
following you.
did. I can't. What was it? It was like 500 or something. Less than that, maybe. I'm not really sure. It was definitely a lot less. I remember that, but I can't remember how many it was. But yeah, it's been about a year since I think you did your last interview, and the community is essentially like tripled in size, which is mental. Well, never expecting all of this. So it's a bit strange. Strange.
How do you keep out the bad weeds when you grow your community is 3 times as big?
I'd say you can't. Sometimes they'll weed themselves out for you. Some people you'll think are nice and they turn out being awful. And essentially, it's just one of those things that, like, when you sort of find the bad ones, you sort of either they weed themselves out or you sort of just say to them, sort of, tone it back. And if they don't, then there's the door sort of thing. Luckily, my mods are all in the same sort of headspace, so we don't tolerate anyone that's homophobic or racist or sexist or anything like that. So it's essentially just creating a safe space with like-minded people. So luckily, because I've got all of that, we don't tend to have too many horrible human beings, which is nice. Very grateful for the mod team.
Aren't you also part of a Twitch team at this time as well?
Yes, I'm a part of Croft Nation. So essentially, they are a group of LGBTQ plus streamers. It's the leader of it is Jamie Croft. He's a really nice guy. He's really sweet, and it's essentially the whole thing about our stream team is it's not for us all to grow or anything like that. It's them. We're sort of a group of like-minded individuals that can help collab with each other. So there's people with different community sizes, everything like that. So it's like we can collab, help each other if we have any questions. And the predominant part of it is to create a group that will happily do charity streams and things like that. So we've already done one of them, which I think we raised like £500 or something for Mind Out, which was an LGBTQ plus mental health charity, because a lot of us suffer with mental health issues. So it was actually a really good fit. So Jamie did a really good job with that. But yeah, we all did our own streams. We all did our own fundraising. It was really good. It was really nice to be a part of something like that and make a bit of a difference.
Any growing pain in the past since you started Twitch streaming?
What do you mean, like stops or just like issues with streaming? Do you mean like because if you mean like growth problems with it, then there have been points where I've sort of been stagnant for a few days. But luckily, where I've made like so many friends and stuff, all I have to say is like, oh, it's been a bit stagnant. And like you'll just get people like raiding and coming in and like doing stuff like that to help. And obviously that just pushes it over, and then the dry patch moves on. If you mean like dry patches within streaming, yes, because I was sick for like 2 weeks. That was awful. I hated that. I never want to deal with that again. I do not ever want to take 2 weeks off streaming again. Absolutely not. I missed everyone too much.
If you could go back and redo the past since you started streaming, is there anything you would do differently in growing your community?
No, I don't think so. I think it's gone really well. Like I've made some fantastic friends. Obviously, I've got people like you within my community that are like key pillars and everything like that. And I don't think I'd do anything differently, because it means I miss out on people. If I did things differently, I might not meet or know some people,
When you started building this community, did you intend for it to be such a wholesome, horny community?
No, no, absolutely not. I did not expect any of it. To be honest, I didn't even expect Twitch to go well. So the fact that there's like over 2,000 people and it's just like horny and wholesome, it's just hilarious and I love it. It's just dumb, so it absolutely matches me. So I'm not, in that sense, I'm not surprised that I attract these sort of people.
if you weren't expecting it, then do you have any idea how it happened?
No, honestly, no. I'm so gobsmacked that streaming's gone as well as it has. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to make like really close friends like I have now, because obviously I've met up with like a lot of my mods and stuff, and obviously I didn't expect to become friends with so many people, and you know, for people to sort of feel drawn to the community as well. I wasn't expecting anything of that, because I never wanted to start streaming, because I was always like, there's loads of like basic emo bitches out there, so why would they want to watch me? That was always my attitude. And then I just took the plunge, started streaming with some basic gear, and I really liked it, and here we are.
Are your mods the same on Twitch as Discord?
Yes. Some of my mods though do have a higher role in Discord. I think it's Luke, I think it's Dougie and John, because I gave them like the roles and stuff, because they're better with the technical side of things, with like Discord and things like that. So adding bots, maintaining things like that, they're great with like helping me with, because I don't necessarily know the side of things like Nightbot and everything as well. Dougie does all of that for me. Like, he's made a custom command out of all the DVD perks, so like I can do like a perk randomizer or such on stream. He's created a whole thing with that, and there's like hundreds of perks and stuff. Like, he's absolutely killed it with that. He is like my mod that like goes above and beyond to just help if I have any queries. It's ridiculous.
So how do you go about deciding who should be a mod?
It's essentially people that I know will be there to help and will be like there. Essentially, a lot of them are my close friends, but then I do have some people which are more just like, I know they'd be in every stream. Like Alex, for example, was just sort of like, it was always, he'd be in there and I'd have like no mods. And, you know, me and Alex sort of started talking more and everything like that. Like, I wouldn't necessarily say I'm as close with all my mods, but I do trust them all. But it's just things like that. Sometimes it will just be people which are in there all the time that I know I can like trust to like filter out any bad stuff, you know. And then obviously I've got like my partner, that's my mod, because obviously, you know, it's my partner.
It's quite amazing how you went from not really wanting to stream to you hate missing a day.
Yeah, I know, it's mental. It's because, like I said, I like to stream for like the social interaction and everything like that. Like, that's why I like it, because obviously where I still, even like, that's not really, well, I've gotten better over the time I've been streaming with going out and everything like that. But it's like, I really still do just struggle being outside, let alone in places with people. So normally, because I'm too anxious, I don't really get to talk to a lot of people. Like, even like buying stuff and service and everything like that, I'm kind of bad with talking to people because I just get too anxious. So here it's like, it's sort of my safe space. I can flourish. I can be myself. Like, I've made some fantastic friends and I just love getting to know everyone, really. It just makes me sad when I can't stream, because it's like, it means I miss out on like how some people's days are, and I miss out on like some fun and stupid thing they might be doing, you know. So the 2 weeks away was really hard because I just felt so bored because I didn't know what to do with my time. I was just like, I miss talking to everyone. Like, people that are in my stream aren't always in Discord. Some people don't have Discord. Some people don't want to have Discord, which is fair, which is fine, which means that obviously in that time away, I didn't get to talk to them, which made me sad. So it was just sort of like, I missed my community.
So why did you decide to focus on Dead by Daylight?
I just really started enjoying it. I loved horror from the start. And obviously when I started playing it, I only did custom, so I didn't play it properly. So it's been a big learning curve, and sort of, I started watching some of the DVD streamers and stuff like Eventic, Otstarvers, like some of the bigger names. And yeah, I just thought it looked really fun. I like being able to mess about and do silly things, so it was definitely up my alley. And I liked the story, because obviously the game itself has its own in-depth like lore. So each character, each killer, everything, even like where we have like the challenges, the tome, that has its own story too. So everything has its own story, and I'm really interested in that sort of thing. That really piques my interest, that there's so much depth into the characters.
Is that why your is that why you main who you main? Because of the lore behind her?
Uh, you see, her lore, she's not the best character, I will just say. Her backstory is she's kind of a boss-ass bitch that wants to succeed in the music industry as like a manager. So she manages the trickster, and then she becomes aware that he's been killing people for some of his soundtracks. So when she confronts him about that, he says to her that he will kill her last. So she's like, okay, I don't necessarily need to worry about that till then, takes the money, takes fame, takes power, which, she wanted to do that. And then when he started murdering all the executives of that record company and everything, they get pulled in before he kills her. So I kind of like her because all her outfits are sort of bright and obnoxious and really kind of fun, because a lot of the other characters, their outfits are a bit dull. And I kind of feel like she needs some love because she's a boss bitch. She was smart. She was manipulating the game to get her money and power. And I respect that. I respect it,
As my penultimate question, do you have any plans for the future in growing your community, or just plans in general?
Maybe started on my YouTube, which Caitlin, my mod, she edits and stuff. She went to uni for that. So I'll probably be working with Kate for that. But otherwise, probably not. I'm probably going to continue doing what I'm doing, having fun, being stupid, making friends. That's probably just what I'm going to keep doing, and trying to make a nice atmosphere where the DVD community has quite a toxic atmosphere. I just want to be that annoying ray of light that people see and they think, oh, they're so fucking annoying, they're too nice. I want to be that person. I want to annoy them by being nice and stupid. That's my game.
As my final question, is there anyone or anything you would like to shout out at this time?
Caitlin's store, LithaWicks. I'm wearing one of the necklaces right now. This is a self-love charm that she made me. So it's like a witchy potion. So it's got like all the ingredients in that, and she sealed it and everything like that. It's a proper potion. And she sells other like candles and necklaces and jewelry and things like that. So people should go check out her store, LithaWicks, on Etsy. It's fantastic. It's really cute, and she deserves it. Otherwise, I just want to shout out my entire community and thank them all so much for being so supportive for this basic emo bitch. And I love each and every one of them, and I appreciate it so much. Especially you, Duke, because you've always chose to interview me and stick by me for all this wacky shit. So thank you very much.
Until we clash again, may all your schemes and heroics be plentiful.
Thank you.
Okay, so that should do for uploading the video about community. Now I just need to sit here and wait for the historian to get back. He should be back any second now. Hey boss. Good news and bad news. So what's the good news? News is I found that artifact you wanted me to find. It's buried in the neutral zone. So what's the bad news? Yeah, that's right. Is it? Yeah, I'm back. And this time I bought a friend. Hope you don't mind. Of course you don't mind. You didn't mind when I first crashed here. Well, you mind if I bought a friend. Yeah, I'm tired of talking too much. I'm gonna go crash. You talk a lot when you're tired. And he's gone.
You can call me Maria Andreendal. Oran, for short, I suppose.
Okay. And why are you here?
Well, me and Jack have known each other for way longer than I would prefer.
Okay, but why this place? It's in the middle of nowhere. It's neutral territory. It's neutral land. No one ever comes here. Why here?
Oh, they told me you do not have a position at this facility.
No one's paid here. You know that, right?
Yes. Well, I just need a laboratory to conduct my research, and there is no better place than the middle of the neutral zone.
Fine. Take a room in the north wing.
Most appreciated, mortal.
I guess life just got busier.